Hello, I'm Chris Slight, the editor of International Construction magazine.
And I'm Helen Wright, the deputy editor.
And welcome to this preview video for the 2014 Conexpo-Con exhibition. This is a show which takes place in Las Vegas from the 4th to the 8th of March and is one of the major events in the global construction equipment industry's calendar. In fact, it's the biggest exhibition of any kind to be held in the Western Hemisphere.
And it certainly is a big exhibition. We're looking at 214,000 square metres of exhibition space with 2,400 exhibitors in total and around 130,000 visitors expected.
New engine technology will be a major focus for this year's Conexpo. In the US, the Tier 4 final laws come into force this year, and in Europe there's the equivalent Stage 4. And that means there are going to be a lot of new equipment launches at Conexpo.
A lot of the big name players from the industry will be there. Caterpillar, of course, and it plans to introduce new excavators, wheeled loaders and haulers on its stand from the earth-moving sector. These are equipped with new Tier 4 final engines, and what's significant about these is some of the fuel efficiency savings that Caterpillar says has been demonstrated, in the order of about 10% over previous models.
In a similar vein, Cate will be introducing its new M-Series dozers, again with Tier 4 final technology, and the company says that fuel efficiency gains of up to 14% are possible on these new machines.
Many other big players will also be unveiling new machines at the show. Doosan and Volvo, for instance, have confirmed plans to do this. And of course, lots of manufacturers like to keep the details of what they're going to be showcasing secret until the show itself and reveal the details when it opens.
And of course, the new launches at Conexpo are not just about engine technology. There's other new technology that will be on show.
Komatsu will showcase a new generation of intelligent machine control dozers featuring integrated factory-fitted sensors. The new machines also feature other efficiency gains, and in fact the manufacturer claims they're 13% more efficient than traditional machine control technology in rough dozing.
There'll also be a lot of new launches at Conexpo in the compact equipment line, particularly in terms of skid steer loaders and compact track loaders. And that's to be expected because the US accounts for about 70 to 80% of global demand for this sort of machine. And as with bigger earth-moving machines, a lot of the new launches are going to be driven by Tier 4 final legislation.
Caterpillar will have its D-Series compact loaders on display, which it says are more fuel efficient than older models. They also feature factory-fitted rear-view cameras, an industry first according to the company.
Bobcat is going to be launching its new 500 series skid steer and track loaders. And an interesting thing here is there's no exhaust after treatment being used to reach the Tier 4 final requirements, and that should make maintenance and servicing easier. There's also an engine protection system on board which shuts down the engine in case of dangerously high temperatures.
And Lugong will have its first Tier 4 final compliant skid steer loader, the 375B.
But it's not just new skid steer and compact track loaders that will be launched at Conexpo. There are going to be other launches in the compact equipment arena as well.
Kubota will have a new 5-ton mini excavator on show, featuring a low fuel consumption mode, a quiet cooling system and telematics technology.
And Wacker Neuson will launch a new 1-ton class mini excavator, the 803.
There's lots happening in the telehandlers and material handling sectors as well.
JLG will launch a compact telehandler, the G518A, and the thing about this machine is that although it's about the size of a skid steer loader, it offers a 5.5 metre vertical reach.
AUSA will also be showcasing a compact telehandler, and in addition they will have its largest rough terrain forklift truck on display, and this machine automatically shifts from 2 to 4-wheel drive if required. It senses ground conditions and whether or not the wheels are slipping.
JCB will have a new Tier 4 final rough terrain forklift on show, as well as a telehandler, and both these machines boast better fuel efficiency than the previous models.
Snorkel will also be there, and it's now part of its new parent company Extreme Manufacturing, and the companies expect to jointly launch a new telehandler range for North America at the show. We also expect to see lots of new road-building machines on show at Conexpo, and the North American market is really big on concrete, so this is a sector of particular focus.
Within this sector, Guntert and Zimmermann will be showing an updated texture cure machine, multi-purpose slip-form paver and a new telescopic end section. Technology plays a central role here, and the company will be demonstrating new remote monitoring systems for its engine, hydraulic and electrical functions.
Technology is also a major theme on Gomeco's latest machines. It will also have a new slip-form paver on show, together with a placer spreader, a finisher and a texture cure machine. It will also be highlighting its machine control technology, as well as new onboard camera options, and of course fitting machines with new Tier 4 final compliant engines.
On the asphalt side, ADM will showcase new asphalt plants, and here the highlight is the company's tailor-made designs to suit specific customer needs, as well as a focus on high efficiency.
Wirtgen will use the show as a launch pad for a new cold planer, which boasts extra technology like a camera system and dust emissions reduction technology. Automation is also key here, with a new onboard management system for simplified machine control.
Aman will have new trailer-mounted asphalt mixing plant ranges on the show, as well as compaction and paving machines. Again, new technology will be a key point, with the company's compaction measurement systems being demonstrated.
And further demonstrating this strong technology trend is MOBA, which will showcase another device for monitoring and documenting temperature during asphalt paving. And the key focus here is the real-time nature of this technology. You can check as the job is going ahead.
There are going to be plenty of new cranes to see at Conexpo, and again manufacturers are going to be playing to what the market wants, with lots of new boom trucks, truck cranes, as well as all-terrain cranes and crawler cranes on show. One interesting trend in the sector is the move for all-terrain cranes below a certain capacity to have a single engine design rather than the more normal two-engine design. And one of the machines which conforms to this new rationale is Liebherr's LTM 1300 6.2. Another interesting trend in the crane sector is the move towards telescopic boom crawler cranes rather than the more traditional lattice boom designs. These machines have a couple of advantages over the more traditional design. They can pick and carry like crawler cranes, but they can also telescope the boom at the same time. But probably the most important advantage is that it's very quick to take a telescopic boom up and down, whereas it can be a more cumbersome process with lattice boom crawler cranes. And what that means is these telescopic boom crawler cranes can be very handy if you're working on sites where there are headroom issues.
New models on show will include Linkbelt's TCC 500, a 50 short ton or 45 metric ton machine, and it's designed to be easy to transport with a variable width undercarriage. Tadano Mantis will have its GTC 1200 on show, and that's a 130 short ton or 118 metric ton machine featuring a 47 metre boom, and it's an all-rounder for lifting, pick and carry as well as foundation work. The Tier 4 laws have been a clear driver of machine launches at the show, and the new engines will also be on display, as well as the various after-treatment components that manufacturers have used to help them adhere to these very strict emissions control laws.
Cummins will have examples from its Tier 4 final compliant engines on display in the 63 to 282 kilowatt ranges. The company said it would also showcase some of its Tier 4 final ready power packs.
Smaller engines will be on display from Hertz, where the centrepiece will be its new Tier 4 final model, and that was unveiled initially as a prototype at last year's Bauma exhibition and is now going into production. Here the company concentrated on fuel consumption savings and power to weight ratios. In fact, it claims the new model has the best power to weight ratios in its class.
John Deere Power Systems will display its Tier 4 final or Stage 4 off-highway diesel engines, and they feature a variety of after-treatment and emissions reduction components. Marketed as integrated emissions control systems, John Deere offers 3 configurations for the latest round of legislation, depending on the power of the engine. So that's just a small taster of the new machines and new components which will be launched at this year's Conexpo-Con exhibition. We hope you can make it to the show, and if you do, please call by the KHL booth and pick up a copy of any of our magazines. You'll find us outside the main entrance in the Silver Lot.
KHL's editorial teams will be present en masse at the show. Chris and I will be there looking for late breaking news as it happens from the show. We'll be producing show daily newsletters, in fact, and you can sign up to these on our website www.khl.com.
So that's it from us for this video, and we hope to see you in Las Vegas.